What is going on, guys? Play Rough Slurp up here, doing something finally that I've been meaning to do for the longest time, but I've been making excuses. But this time I said, no more excuses, Dustin. We're gonna go ahead and do this. So basically, this is the Pokemon Master Challenge. It's a playthrough that I created myself. It's something that I've been wanting to do. If you don't know what the Pokemon Master Challenge is, there's a link in the description. Let me just go ahead and give you a simple rundown. You're not allowed to use any items like potions, revives, any status healing items. What else is there? You're not allowed to use X items. You're only allowed to use the 6 Pokemon that you brought over from a different game. And every time one of your Pokemon faints, it's +1. So you want the lowest score possible, kind of like golf. Based on how you did after the game, you'll be put in a rank, like Pokemon Masters, the top rank. Basically, if you get 0 to 3 knockouts on your side, you've earned the right to say you're a Pokemon Master. If not, you get put in another rank, and basically, it's time for me to say if I'm a Pokemon Master or not. So I took 6 of my favorite Pokemon. We'll go ahead and take a look at them. And like I said, guys, one more time, if you want to know the rules to that, all the rules to it, links in the description. So let's go ahead and take a look. We have one of my favorite Pokemon right here, and that is Mareep. Sorry, I can't have the bottom screen showing because I don't have a capture card. Let me just kind of explain what Mareep has on it. His name is Bolt, by the way. It's a modest nature with Thunder Shock. I didn't go like Thunderbolt or Thunder just because I figured give him Thunder Shock. He's gonna learn Thunder and Thunderbolt later on. Don't make it overkill, but I did go Signal Beam just because I needed some move coverage on this, and even though I know Signal Beam hits kind of hard, but it's okay because I'll be mainly focusing on the Thunder Shock. And then we have Charge Beam, 50 base power special attack, has a high chance to raise your special attack stat. Really awesome. And then Thunder Wave. Next Pokemon we have is Twigs. He is my Turtwig. He is an actually I forget what nature it is. I went minus speed and plus defense because I was like, it doesn't really matter because I'm gonna run Curse on this, so I can make him a physically defensive Pokemon with Iron Tail, Seed Bomb, and when he gets to learn Earthquake or Bulldoze, whichever one comes first, I'm gonna definitely make sure he learns that. So he only has 3 moves. Next is one of my all-time favorite Pokemon, Adamant Snubbull. I named her Daisy. She has Play Rough, Brick Break, Ice Fang, and Bulk Up. Then we have Nala the Litleo with Echoed Voice, Snarl, Noble Roar, and Ember. And then we have Cherry, who is Slurpuff, guys. And I actually have 2 shiny Slurpuffs. I decided not to use either one for a playthrough, though, because I already used one for a personal playthrough, and then I used one competitively. This one has Draining Kiss, Psychic, Toxic, and Calm Mind. This is actually a specially defensive set, so it's basically to go in there and use Draining Kiss to get HP back, Psychic to hit, extra move coverage, because that's the only Pokemon that I wanted to learn a Psychic type move. And then we got Toxic to whittle Pokemon down if they're super bulky and I know I can take hits from them, and then Calm Mind to set up with. And then the last Pokemon I have is Sharptooth, my Tyrunt, one of my favorite Pokemon, with Rock Slide, Aerial Ace, Dragon Dance, and Dragon Claw. Dragon Dance to set up on, Jolly is the nature, and then a great move set. I am going to be picking up items like Expert Belt, Big Roots, items to definitely help in this playthrough. But enough talking, guys. We're going to get started, and before we do get started, let me just explain one thing. I'm only going to be really highlighting the most important parts in this game. I'm not going to go through there and face every single trainer. I mean, I will, but I'm not going to, well, now that I think about it, I think I have to, because I don't want you guys to be like, oh, you had one of your Pokemon faint and you just didn't show it. So honestly, there's not going to be any pauses in this gameplay. We're just going to go all the way full-fledged ham on this one, guys, and it's going to be a tough start because I didn't level any of these Pokemon up because they are traded. So once they hit level 20, they won't listen to me if I haven't beat the first island, Kahuna, yet. So I was like, you know what, let's leave them at level 1. They're pretty overpowered. I'm pretty sure I can take on the school. I'm hoping I can take on the school. So let's go ahead and start it. And before, while we're getting started, actually, let me ask you one question, and that is, who is your dream team? If you're going to do the Pokemon Master Dream Team thing, who's going to be your dream team? Mareep is obviously a favorite Pokemon because I played Crystal version for the first time ever. That was the first game I ever played. And so Mareep was a Pokemon that I found and that I just absolutely fell in love with. It was my first shiny ever in a Pokemon game, and I absolutely loved it. When it got a Mega, I flipped my mind. Snubbull, same story. I played with it a lot in Generation 2 when I played Crystal version, so it's always been one of my favorite Pokemon. Guys, I will tell you this. I've never played a Pokemon game without using Granbull in it. Never. I've played games without using Mareep, but that was only because Mareep wasn't in original Sun and Moon. And even when I played Black and White, I never beat Black and White, actually. I wasn't really that interested into it. It wasn't until Black and White 2 that I really got interested in it. And then I never beat the game, actually. I was going to school and stuff like that, and I got pretty distracted with a lot of things. So I never got to beat Black and White 2, so I can officially say that in every game I've played Pokemon-wise, I've always used a Grand Bull on my team. Now, Litleo is one of my favorite Pokemon because when I started X and Y, I found Litleo very early on, and I absolutely fell in love with its design. I fell in love with female Pyroar. I don't even like male Pyroar, guys. I will not use it. Okay, I guess we're going to go ahead and start. Who should we start off with? Just a question real quick. I think there's a Metapod inside, and we can start off with a Metapod because I know we can take out a Metapod. That's not going to be a problem. So we're going to start off with this Metapod. But back to my thing, Slurpuff. Why is Slurpuff one of my favorite Pokemon, and why it needed to be on my dream team? I love desserts, guys. When I was growing up, I loved desserts so much. I loved Little Debbie snacks, honestly. Cakes, cupcakes, all that stuff. I loved it. I was a big food addict when it came to junk food. I guess you would say junk addict. Whatever. And so even for my 16th birthday, my sister and her boyfriend got me a bag of Debbie snacks, guys. That's how obsessed I was. I'm going to go into Nala here because I don't want to... I'm just going to ember this thing. So anyways, yeah, they gave me Debbie snacks. That's how far my addiction went to junk food. So you can see that if I get excited over junk food, obviously this is a Pokemon that I need to love. And I ended up getting a shiny one. I love its unburdened belly jump, combo, and competitiveness. I love everything about that Pokemon, guys. I was like, it needs to be on my team. All right, Metapod's outspeeding me, and it's going hard. And good thing we're a special attacker. Who else is on my team that I haven't mentioned yet? Let's see. All right, we're doing sizable damage. If we can get a burn, that'd be absolutely amazing. All right. So Tyrant. X and Y was a big deal for me, guys. It was the Pokemon game that got me back into Pokemon. And when I got that jaw fossil, guys, and I saw this dinosaur come out, I wasn't that impressed with Tyrant's design at first. I was super excited that it was a T-Rex because my favorite movie... Okay, guys. Nala's at 4 HP. If he goes tackle, he takes us out. Sorry, let me think real quick. Bug type. I have Aerial Ace on Sharptooth, which is my Tyrant. So basically, my favorite movie growing up was Jurassic Park. And when I finally evolved my Tyrant, guys, I flipped my... Oh my god, this thing has a berry. Are you serious? Oh, when I saw that Tyrantrum, guys, I was like, what is this beautifulness? Like, this is the most beautiful Pokemon I've ever seen in my life. Okay, we're going to take those for days. All right, let's just set up with Dragon Dance since we're going to take those. Awesome to have setup moves early on. Wow, that one did a little bit more than I expected. Was that a crit? That did like 4 more damage. Yeah. I'm not too big on its shiny form. I mean, I love its shiny form, but I think I prefer its regular form better. I think it's amazing. I love Tyrantrum's beard. Alright, let me see real quick. Let me focus for half a second. Oh my god, that did nothing, guys. That was super effective. Are you serious? Alright, Alright. Let's go another Dragon Dance. So, on to my last Pokemon and why I chose him for my dream team. Twigs is on my dream team because Twigs is a Pokemon that if I had to choose any starter to ever play through a game with, it's always going to be Torterra, guys. I was going to say Tyrantrum. Torterra, guys. And I don't know why. Something about the grass combo and its design. It always reminded me of that scene on Avatar when Aang's on that giant sea turtle that's like an island. I don't know. It's always reminded me of that. And I'm going to go down to this thing, guys. Holy crap. I don't want to take 1 point. I should have honestly leveled up my Pokemon. That would have been the smartest thing to do. Maybe Bolt can come in here and set up and maybe get a static shock on this thing. Or get a static on it because it is static. So let's hope we can do that because this is not going too great. This is a long battle for a Metapod. Like I said, I didn't want to like risk leveling them up too high and having to deal with that. I'm gonna go Charge Beam. I'm trying to think. Harden. That's not. So I can't even go into a physical attacker, and that's why Aerial Ace did nothing. I forgot. It's Harden like 4 times now or something like that. So now that you guys know my dream team, I need y'all to leave y'all's dream team in the comments below. I would love to take a look at them. I'm going to be putting out a video on the movesets that I decided to go with for my Pokemon. And if you're thinking like, why would you put movesets on a Pokemon that you're just going to use through a playthrough? Because like I said, you want to get the highest score possible. And by putting the movesets on your Pokemon, it's going to give it the best advantage. So let's take a look. Guys, I don't know what to do here. Cherry is my play right here. I think Cherry I have to go into. You know what? I should have switched into her and Toxic a long time ago. That would have made a lot of sense. Just look how beautiful that Pokemon is. It's so fat and its tongue is hanging out. It's just like, it's got a cherry on its head, I'm pretty sure. That's what it is. I'm not sure. We're just going to go Psychic here. This should knock out, and this should be the end of this freaking Metapod of Doom. That was ridiculous. Anyways, guys, I don't want to make this first episode too long. I know it's weird to end with a Metapod, but don't worry. These episodes are going to be coming out all same day. So if you're watching this from day one, which probably not, probably if it even gets any attention, you'll probably be watching this way later. So if you are watching this, all the episodes will be out same day. I believe in doing what Netflix does when they release series. It's just releasing all of them at once and not making us wait. I just feel like that's a better way to handle the system. So, but like I said, we're gonna end it right here, just because I just wanted to explain the rules a little bit, and if you guys are definitely interested, why these guys level up, this is gonna take a while. Make sure to go check that video out for sure. Fairy Wind, guys. I think we're gonna keep our old moves right now. I'm going to keep Draining Kiss. I know Draining Kiss is not that strong. It's like 40 base power, but the fact that you get HP back is just really helpful. I want some crazy move coverage. This took forever to make this team too, guys. This dream team took a lot because these aren't like my top 6 favorite Pokemon. These are probably like range from like top 1 to top... Let's see, who would be the lowest rank? I think the lowest rank would have to be... I don't know, maybe these are my top Pokemon, because I love all these Pokemon a lot. But it was hard. It was hard to basically not cross over, because the Dedenne is like one of my favorite Pokemon. Obviously, Snubbull and Slurpuff, they're both just straight up fairy types, and I had to deal with that, and I was like, you know what, we're just going to have to deal with it, because I need Slurpuff on my team, and I don't play the game without Granbull. I just don't. In fact, a lot of people were like, oh, Granbull's not that great. He has a high attack stat, but his speed is just crap, so you can't sweep with him, you know? However, I have swept an Elite Four member with him. It was the Rock Elite Four member. Just bulk ups, man, getting really high defense power. And then, yeah. And then Rock types are pretty slow sometimes. So the only Pokemon I really had to deal with being trouble was like that Nose Pass or whatever. Anyways, this is taking forever. I am so sorry this is taking so long, guys. Daisy is my Snubbull. I named it Daisy because I was hatching Oris. In Oris, I was hatching for 3 months straight, guys, for Snubbulls. Never got one. Beat the game in Sun and Moon. Got a Snubbull there. Bred it and got it in 17 eggs. And it's yellow. It's shiny. I actually love it shiny. It's yellow, and I was like, Daisy makes sense. But that made me so mad, guys. 3 months I spent on that Snubbull. And then I get it and freaking... get it in Sun and Moon in 17 eggs. Anyways, guys, I'm going to save right there. I'm not going to stop there, though. I will see you guys in the next episode.